the piece.
Yeah, the title is a title of a music piece that is mentioned in the movie that was a big inspiration for this working process.
Which is the Tosca's Kiss.
Yes, Il Bacio di Tosca. It's a film about old people's retirement home for musicians and singers,
and
opera singers and dancers also actually.
And it was set by Verdi.
Yes, Giuseppe Verdi. Yes, at the end of his life, he set up this. Legacy. He had this building built, and he said it's for musicians, for his colleagues actually, who were not as fortunate as himself. What was very interesting starting to work with Candoco was that I really realized, it was like a bit of a shock actually in how much all those exercises and those methods I devised for my own company, for my own work, for my own body were really devised for that body with all those limbs and the capability like of that stand body and so it was very interesting to see other bodies that work differently. Every day like this, we find things that I think, that's gonna work, but it's still kind of a cloud of possibilities and materials, and it's very specific. It's not improvisation where anything is possible at all. What the body is able to do in time, in space, in relationship with the forces, with other dancers, with the music and so on, can be so much more complex if you include what we can invent without first consciously commanding it. The most important thing is that spark of freedom and of creativity. I think I like the associations you get with the costumes that somehow as you watch you kind of can't help but recognize some situations, theatrical situations almost, or those conventions and the roles that are asked of us in the world, but who we are actually, and also the questions it asks for me in a way that there is a parallel with those singers excluded from the big world of opera, and for me there is a parallel with the disabled people who are and the society, like the mainstream of the society.
I think once you mentioned also in the film how, in one way old age it slowly disables everybody, it just takes people away from. And so that's a reminder, I think, that actually we are all similar in this.
And in that sense also I like that all the spectators, especially the non-disabled ones, will kind of remind them of their own fragility.